The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
There's the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Takes a shot! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And that's really well manoeuvred. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Khan getting this one clear. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Zanetti. Well, that pass isn't the best. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Played back in. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. He has a look up. He has found the way through. That's good defending, very good defending. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's a pretty loose pass. Zanetti. He's gone forward. Zanetti. And a chance! And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short, and he was alert to it. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Barcelona finding their passes. That is a brilliant interception. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And Messi! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Can he get on the end of this? Costa Curta. Rijkaard. Now it's Mbappe. He's through, now is he in? Now that is a hefty challenge. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's It's 0-0.
Milan are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. There's the start of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
That has ended up in no man's land. That's been slipped through. He's shifting, he's one-on-one, surely! Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Tries to pass it through. Oh, look at the space here. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he hit that sweetly. Header! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Just about up to the hour now.
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again, and the shot! Sticks it away! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest.
Up he goes! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's missed, but not by that far. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Engages and forces him off the ball. Donadoni showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Zanetti promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Xavi Alonso. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, there's a probing ball. Messi. Marquinhos does really well to win the ball there. Shot at goal! Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. Milan really could have done without this. Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. And that's one back! Not much more than a formality.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 14, Mateu.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 11.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Milan close now to seeing this one through to the end. Out to the left it goes. Produces a cross. Cleared away.
Milan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And he's managed to get free. Can he finish? No mistake! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. How do you look back on the game then, Jim? So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Chiellini gets across to intercept that. Donatoni.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, that's a key interception. And now they can clear their lines. Xavi Alonso. Played out to the right. Chiellini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Berbatov. Over to the left. He can run onto that. Takes a shot! Now in he goes again. Goal! Milan! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Neymar. Now then, the ball's come loose. He's picked his way through. And he shoots. Just off target. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Portugal applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Rijkaard. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
He's got away. Great chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And here's Donatoni. Van Basten. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, they've got it again. Has a look and plays it forward. Mateus is onto this. Mateus! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, at least that improves their tally when it comes to shots on goal, but they have to start doing a lot better.
That has been cut short. And the first 45 minutes are up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Milan leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 12, Van Basten. Number 18,
There's the start of the second half.
Messi.
Milan really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Number 14, Filippo Inzaghi.
Oh, this looks sharp.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
That's a shade optimistic. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Berbatov. Plays a sharp little ball here, and he's cut it out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Great run on the overlap here. Now that looks a decent ball.
Oh, really well played.
Neymar. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he cuts out the supply. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Tonali plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. De Jong, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Neymar. That is good alertness. The message is clear, none shall pass. Haaland. And here's Inzaghi. Xabi Alonso does really well to win the ball there. Khan getting this one clear. Engages and forces him off the ball. Nicely weighted ball. Tries to play it through. It's a promising position, and it's played. He rises! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Now, can they get him away? He's got plenty of space out wide here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. Donadoni, a player joining here, a pretty exclusive club. This game is the 200th in his career for this side.
Yeah, and he's proven himself to be quite a player in the last 199, Peter. Flexible, adaptable, showing a real tactical aptitude, and number 200 should be no different.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Del Piero. Now, can they get him away? And he's intervened well there. Tonali. Donadoni. Fermin. First quarter of an hour gone. No luck with that dink over the top. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers. Don't concede the opener.
Rijkaard gets it away. It's a pretty loose pass. Tonali, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Bale is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. And it's Berbatov. Xabi Alonso spots it and intercepts. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Berbatov. Now that looks a decent ball. He slid in and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. And we have our very first corner. That's an excellent interception. And now a sudden chance to counter. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Can he get on the end of this? Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Xabi Alonso. Oh, easy pickings there. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Irwin is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Crosses it in. And we've reached half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How would you review the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways.
And he shoots! It's loose, he's gone for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Chiellini cuts it out. Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Tonali conjures time and space where few can. Lopez. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
And he cuts out the supply. It's a searching pass. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Great chance! They've scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have the first goal.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Howson is the team's great visionary. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Not the most accurate pass.
Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
He is through here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's a promising position. Throw in.
Substitution.
Ball driven. Gets his head on it! And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
And very quickly, it's Neymar! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, a delicate chip through, and the pass is intercepted. Marquinhos is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Nicely aimed pass. Irwin. Five minutes to add. Now that's well seen too. And that will be the final act. Milan are enjoying their moment of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. So what do you take away from it all, Jim? Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Adriano. Cafu. And that's gone loose. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. He's found a way through. Played in deep.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Great ball if he can get there. And this is Messi. Messi's cross. He gets big. Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. And that has been cut short. Del Piero, and he's running through, and the finish! He's scored! First blood drawn.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Nicely weighted ball. And this is Adriano. Face-to-face chance for a shot! He's got a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Ambrosini. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Tries to pass it through. And this is Del Piero. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the pass is intercepted. And the first half is done. How would you review the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. But there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
Substitutions taking place.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. He's been doing ever so well, just reacting faster.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about. It's a promising position. Very nicely done. Swept in. Shot a goal! Oh, Waters, and one more try! Yes! And they are cruising away. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
A case now of complete control. Ambrosini. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Adriano unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And Messi! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Rijkaard! Oh, shooting chance! And now they can spring out of defence. Neymar. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Pinches it off him. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Played out wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got plenty of space out wide here. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And that has been cleared. There will be a throw-in. And the keeper's got it again.
There will be
Howson.
1 minute added time.
Van Dijk. Keep the ball and we're done. Milan suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Milan desperately failing to impose themselves.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way. Well, now here's Adriano, quite an enigma.
That probably best describes him. A fabulous natural talent that can be erratic.
Marquinhos goes sliding in. Now it's Sorloth. Now it's Sorloth. Looking for the run. Valverde. And it's Zanetti. Oh, good-looking ball. Great chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And that should get the job done. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. Milan have the chance to go the other way. He's shifting through the gears here, showing good feet. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Great ball if he can get there. He's got away. Early ball out from the back. Zanetti did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's a goal kick. Roberto Carlos. Can he get on the end of this? And a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Neatly clipped into space. Shoots! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Tries to pass it through. Bergkamp has it in a wide position. And that was very necessary. And he's only too happy to take that back. Kokchu. And this is Pele!
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Looking for options for movement. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. They've played it short. Now this could be a chance. Hoisted in.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
No, he's overshot the green.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Roberto Carlos. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And that's going to be a booking. And the first half is done. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Milan leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments and it's 1-0 at the break. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. And the finish! They've scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
As simple as you like. The outshot and goal! Goal! Milan! Into the lead once more. Simplicity itself.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Milan go into the lead. Now it's Donatoni, and he's managed to get free, and he's in on goal. It's Bergkamp!
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Milan needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
A header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Substitution for Milan, number 7.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 5, Bergkamp.
Oh, nicely intercepted.
Number 10, Jolinton. Number 4,
That'll be a throw.
Number 14,
Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Zanetti. Roberto Carlos. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Valverde powering forward here. That ball looks a good one. Thinks about the shot. Now it's Peace had a shot! And that could have brought them level.
Pele was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Looking to play him in. And he's whipped it across.
Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Back into the middle. Now it's Pele. Milan close now to seeing this one through to the end.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
And the number on the board is 3. Tries to play it through. And with that, the final whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. So what do you take away from it all, Jim? Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
It's very hard to miss this guy, Haaland, when there's all 6'4" of him. A player with great football pedigree in his family, remembering his father played in the English top flight. The most talked about man in football. He's really one of a kind and marauds his way around the pitch.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Neymar picks it up out wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Thuram. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Chiellini promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Neymar. Gerrard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Has a look and plays it forward. Tries from a long way out. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Spread out to the left. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Gets into some space. Fired deep towards the back post. And that was very necessary. Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. He's gone for goal! Oh, screamer! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
And he shoots! It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Madrid looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Quality ball. And he was quick to react. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Out to the left it goes. Now it's Bergkamp. Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Haaland. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Gerrard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that pass just didn't quite work. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Strictly forbidden. Please use parking provided by the club or any other paid parking facilities in the area.
So once again, we're underway. Knocks it out wide. Tonali. Bergkamp. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. Chiellini does well to get it back. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there... Oh, what a clock! He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. Milan really could have done without this. To turn a deficit into a lead. Turned it round. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Madrid go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Gerrard. And it's Bergkamp. Great vision. Bergkamp. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Short changes in with that pass. Tonali. Now that's a lovely exchange. He's picked his way through. Now it's crossed in. Terrific header. He scores! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
This is quite a battle.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And he's managed to get free. Cross flung in towards the middle. Roberto Carlos can get it clear. Gerrard goes on a charge down the left. Now it's Gerrard. Milan have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Haaland is onto this. Tonali plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Gerrard.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Haaland. And here's Neymar. And they've got a throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 19, Çalhanoğlu. Number 14, Neymar. Number
Xabi
17,
Alonso simply
Divsion.
refused to be outdone there.
Number 20, Erling Haaland. Number 3,
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Number 4, Vieira.
And he stands
Coming on
tall,
the field,
impenetrable.
Number 26, Targets. Number 9, Del Piero. Number 18, Zico.
So, power or
Number
guile,
10,
what's it going to be?
Romario.
So does he go for it? It's not a kind angle. That is delicious! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And again they hit the front. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Madrid get themselves into the lead.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Berbatov! It's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Oh, delicious! Such devilish curl!
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
And we'd like to inform
So a
you
brief
now that
breather
the latest
and
travel
then
information
extra
is
time.
currently being displayed on the screen. Substitution in progress.
Into extra time we go. Milan displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser that's got them here. Now can they go one better? Lahm is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Now it's Berbatov. That's a sharp pass. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Zico. Van de Ven goes back to front. He won't be happy with that one. Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nesta does really well to win the ball there. Puyol. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Extra time reaches half-time.
And if you do have a chance
Well, it
today,
has
please
been
take
a
some time
punishing
out to
game,
give your
both
support
physically
to our
and
best
mentally.
stadium
But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Substitution on the field. Number 2, Puyol. Coming on to
And
replace
we're
him
off
in
for the final time.
number 15, Jimenez.
This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Now it's Lampard. Oh, good-looking ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Chance here to counter. He's shifting through the gears here. Wirtz! Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Zico. And here's Romario. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Oh, that's a waste. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's had a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
It's a throw-in. Place it in low. Oh, this looks sharp. Here's a chance! Lacking in accuracy.
They're avoiding the blade.
And that's that. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Berbatov picking up the Man of the Match award. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
So the orchestra tunes, the patrons take their seats. The curtain is about to rise at the Theatre of Dreams once more. We have already started here. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground.
Mbappe! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Neymar plays it short. And it's Cancelo. Goes for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Played out to the left flank. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, terrible mistake. Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. That's an imaginative pass. Romero spots it and intercepts. Beckenbauer. Well, we hardly need reminding, Jim, of the strengths of David Beckham. He could play a huge part in the outcome of this game.
Yeah, he's one of a kind, isn't he, Peter? No one could match his accuracy or technique in delivering the ball. On top of that, you have his great fitness levels getting up and down the pitch, and his big game mentality, and his quiet leadership.
Xavi Alonso. Tonali conjures time and space where few can. And it's Tonali. Donatoni. Madrid trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest.
There's the shot! And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken. Howson. Mbappe is onto this. Brilliantly cut out. Tonali. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Now, can they get him away? And a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Berbatov clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Romero clears it away. That's good play. And it's Tonali. Xavi Alonso. Oh, good ball. Has crossed into the middle. Beckham. Now Neymar. Beckham.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Mbappe. And there's the end of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Alvarez.
There's the start of the second half.
Number 20.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in.
Shapes to shoot! And it's a goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
So the first moment of real significance.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Tries to play it through. He's in space and looking for options. Real chance! And that was a fine display of acrobatics.
That's just outrageous imagination, Peter. To even try that, crazy. Milan are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
He has found the way through. Neymar on a charge down the left. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
This their second corner of the game. Neymar with the short one. And that's played in low. Decent chance!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
He won't be happy with that one. Oh, this is a and the finish! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And smartly reclaimed. Has a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence. Well, Peter, just see here how...
It's Neymar! There it is! And this is Berbatov. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. Neymar. That's a good run down the left. Neymar! And that would have won it.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And he's intervened well there. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Knocks it out wide. And this is Neymar. And they've got rid. And that will be it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Berbatov picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you summarise what we... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
This truly is a place of which you never tire. The San Siro, one of the most historic of football venues in Italy, or indeed anywhere. Chance, surely! It's in! And that's got him off to a flyer!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because...
Oh, what has happened here? And Berbatov! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Fermin gets flagged offside. Beckenbauer, Romero, Beckham looking to penetrate opposition lines. Tries to play it through. Pedri! And the ball's come loose here. Neymar. And he hits the net. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And it's Pedri. Oh, good ball. There's the shot! It's hit the upright.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
This might chance for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Traumeri, 30 minutes gone. Neymar looking to add to his goal. No, he refuses to take the bait. Madrid trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it. Big chance! Loose ball now and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He is just caressing the ball. And a cross. Whistle's gone, that's foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Probably be looking to play it square from here. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Romero to Cancelo. Beckham, nicely spread. And it's Cancelo.
That was lovely, that.
Pedri. Tonali. Aimed beyond the defence.
2 added minutes has been
Pass
indicated.
somewhat off target. It's a threatening ball. Shot! Sticks it away! And the first half is done. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Milan certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Substitutions taking place.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Some resolute defending there. Dembele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that's fabulous. Milan claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Milan with the corner, they're first. And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Neymar. And that pass just didn't quite work. Tonali being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Knocks it out wide, and it's Cancelo. Beckham. He's had a shot! And again! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
A case now of complete control. Now it's Beckham, knocks it back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
Beckham, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tonali, almost 75 minutes on the clock now. João Cancelo carries the ball down the right. Tonali, Neymar. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Tchouaméni. And it's Dembele. Chiellini does really well to win the ball there. Neymar puts his foot on the gas. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Beckham.
Milan really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Tchouaméni.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Neymar. Dembele. Mbappe. That is a crunching tackle. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he's in on goal. Marquinhos. And that is as far as it goes. Milan suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of
iPhone charge.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
The scenery unmistakable, the atmosphere unbeatable, the noise irrepressible. Old Trafford again delivers. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now it's Berbatov. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Chouameni running with the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he most of all?
Well, from the list previously mentioned, winner.
Settle for that. Lovely bit of skill. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. First quarter of an hour gone. Pedri. And here's Mbappe. Now there's a fine ball. Takes a shot! And he's done it! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Now it's Mbappe. It's a good spell of possession, this. And it's Tchouaméni. Chiellini does really well to win the ball there. Tonali looking to penetrate opposition lines. Closing in on goal. Oh, there's the shot! He has done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can...
Up he goes! Goal! Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Decent chance! That's a half-decent try. And this is Bergkamp. Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Howson is always scanning the pitch for targets. Out to the left it goes. There's the delivery.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Neymar. Nuno Mendes. Tchouaméni. Now Neymar. Oh, good read. Bergkamp.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Bergkamp. And he was quick to react. Tchouaméni. Pedri in acres of space out wide. Oh, it's come loose. Swings in across. And he's there to clear it. And it's made its way to him. Neymar. And he can clear it away. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. And we are up to the break.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Milan head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Dembele. Coming on the field.
There's the start of the second half.
Messi.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Bergkamp. Nicely weighted ball. Can he get onto this? Beckham. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Marquinhos is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And it's Bergkamp. Gets a good foot in there. Messi. Pedri does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Not the most accurate pass. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah.
And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Messi. Can he get it through? That is a brilliant interception.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Tonali, a probing pass. Oh, well measured. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Pedri. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Pedri. Oh, there's a probing ball. Bergkamp. And it's Bergkamp. Pedri. Neymar. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
"75 minutes played. Tonali. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Mbappe.
Might want to be careful there. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Pedri. João Cancelo stood his ground strongly. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Now it's Pedri. Now it's Messi. That's a good ball out wide. It's anyone's ball now. And the referee brings it to a close. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Xavi Alonso voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
iPhone charge.